Okay, and we're live. What's up, y'all? Today, I'm not going to show any exercises or anything like that. What I wanted to do is talk about keeping your mind right during all this crazy stuff that we're going through, okay? So, I feel like there's a lot of things that are out of our control with the pandemic. We are able to control certain things about ourselves, and that's what we need to focus on. So yes, I mean, it's a terrible thing, obviously, that's going on, but being fixated on the news and watching hours of news, I'm talking to myself too, each day, and just focusing on things that we have absolutely no control over, which is the virus itself and whatnot. All that's going to do is detract from your ability to be present and focus on positive things within your control and with your loved ones and your immediate surroundings. So,
Hi, Rochelle, and
Rochelle.
Haley, and Christy. What?
So it's a mindset thing. So like when I was trying to think about what I wanted to talk about today, I actually brain farted. I couldn't think of anything.
Hey,
which
Kylie.
is crazy because there's tons of stuff. What's up, Kylie? So I feel like all of us are in the same boat right now. I know that I've experienced like every emotion in the book in the past like 2 weeks or so, like just running the gamut of fear, sadness, hopelessness, apathy even, and then also too feeling empowered and motivated to actually try to do what I can to maintain some normalcy for people in the midst of all this. So, just as I just got off a Zoom workout training session with Kylie and Sandy, and we talked a little bit about the current goings on and all that. But one thing that I told them was that we started doing the online training because they live in New Orleans. We started doing online training back in February, and this was before all the shutdowns and before the coronavirus got crazy. And so what was cool with that, because we had trained together for years. I started training Kylie when she was a sophomore at St. Joseph's. Sandy would hop in when her schedule permitted. I can't talk. She has a crazy travel schedule with work. But what's cool about both of them is they were able to still maintain consistency despite crazy schedule, despite being a student. Kylie's graduating from Tulane in May. Hopefully I'm not embarrassing her by bragging about her, but she's going to Arizona State for law school, which is awesome. So when they started doing online training with me in February, the main thing with that is just being able to hold people accountable and to maintain the dialogue and keep tabs on people. So when I train people face to face, I have people physically in my presence, and I'm able to, get that energy exchange, and we're able to talk, and the vibe is there, and all this stuff. When you're working through online training and not actually seeing people face to face, it's more of a putting the workouts out there. They have to do them and complete them and like check back in, and like we proceed that way. So I guess my point is, it's a lot easier to fall off the wagon, so to speak, when you don't have someone physically there, in my experience, just in working with people. Because there's been time and time again where I've written out workouts for people, handed them to them, and then they don't have that accountability. So the online training allows me to do that. But then, so with the coronavirus and all of this craziness lumped into it, I'm having to go online to work through Zoom to do training sessions, which is a new thing for me. I've never really done it. I could have been doing it. Fortunately, I've got the background and expertise and experience to like explain things to people pretty well because I've been doing this for a long time. But I guess my whole point to bring it back was the fact that right now is a time where it would be very easy for people to fall out of the habit.
For sure.
And so I think this has been in my head the whole time since this all blew up, was what we need more than ever right now is just normalcy. And I think a lot of people that are continuing to train clients in their facilities, which is actually happening. I'm not going to go off on a soapbox about that. But there's people that are actually still meeting to work out like in places, and obviously that's not what we need to be doing. But I get why people are wanting to do it. I get it as a business owner, why people are still wanting to stay open. I get it.
But it seems like you and your clients are having to adapt.
Oh, yeah. And everyone's rolling with it, though.
Right.
It's so cool because it's like, again, like Monday was when I decided it's officially, I had to shut down. I felt I had this horrible like mix of emotions in there. I had clients that were like, if we're still able to come in, we're gonna come in. You just tell us yes or no. And just knowing that my people wanted to keep being on, being on their schedule and wanted to keep coming in was heartbreaking. So Tuesday I was just kind of like, what do I do with myself? And just feeling really low. And then it was like, I think it was that day that one of my clients, Wendy, shot me a text message that had, I think, 8 pictures of, she went through her house and took pictures of all her workout equipment that she has stashed everywhere, including bicycles, running shoes, her 2 labs. So I thought that was cute because she was like, okay, woman, like, what are we going to do? I need you to, like, figure this out. Like, I'll do whatever you want. So that's where I was like, you know what? I'm going to pull myself up by my bootstraps and try to do what I do, which is lead people.
Yeah.
And so Wednesdays when we started the Zoom stuff, and so we're all just kind of rolling with it. So
Rochelle said soapbox.
I'm trying, look, soapbox.
Right. Yep.
Soapbox.
Yep.
But yeah, so I think, this sucks for everybody. What I've observed as a trainer is that it's getting people wanting to be more active, which I think is awesome. On the flip side of that, it's like I don't want anyone feeling like, oh, I've got to work out now that I'm like quarantined and I have nothing else to do. You should never feel like you have to work out. It should be something that you feel, in my opinion, you should feel grateful for being able to do it because not everyone can. I'm personally, like, I'm at 43 years old, going on 44 in June. I'm supremely thankful that my body allows me to do the things that it does. After years and years back when I was in my teens and 20s of abusing it through exercising too much and eating disorders and all that stuff. So
Andrew said, thank you for coming to Sarah's TED Talk.
I love it. But yeah, I think, we have control over this right now. We have control over this. Now might be a time, if you're somebody that's been kind of on the fence about wanting to get back into a routine and not really knowing how to do it or feeling confident to do it, my advice to you is to just start. I've said that before. Like, I know that, like, the hardest part is just kind of getting started, and that goes for anyone, regardless of the environment. For people that contact me about training, usually that part, the reaching out part and the coming in to meet with me is usually the most stressful part for people, and I'm always like, but why? Like, I'm not someone to be scared of, but I get it because it's like, it's an unknown kind of thing. So if you have it in your mind that you're wanting to make a change or get on track or whatever, like, it's just getting started is the hardest part, and once you kind of get that ball going or rolling,
or stay on track.
On track.
There's people that are so sad their gyms are closed.
And I sold my 45-pound pair of bumper plates to Brandon the other day because you can't find equipment anywhere. Like, I get it. Those of us that are already, like, in love with doing this stuff, we're going to stay on track. We're going to find a way to make it happen. And with that said, it might be kind of cool because we'll find different ways of exercising that we might not have tried, like yoga or whatever. And so people are getting exposed to, different modalities or whatever, practices. But yeah, for those of y'all that aren't currently exercising, if you're feeling, it's been 10 minutes, I can talk. If you're feeling pressured to exercise, I guess is my point. Like, I feel like there might be the message out there that you should be exercising because what else do you have to do right now? We're stuck at home. Like, I don't like that kind of slant on things. Like, it's something as simple as, like, going out and taking a walk with your kids or with a dog. That's all you need to do. Like, just going outside and getting fresh air, maintaining your, social distancing, of course. That's enough of an exercise for you if you haven't been doing anything. I mean, walking is something we all need to be doing.
Yeah.
We walk the dogs every day at 5 o'clock. We take our 1.2 mile walk around the neighborhood and then come back and fix this isn't alcoholic, but we fix a drink. So,
it's a little early.
So the most important thing right now is for all of us to kind of collectively keep our wits about us and do what we can to try to keep our chins up, which I'm not trying to sound like Susie Sunshine cheerleader or whatever, because this does suck. But what kind of things are within your control that you can have an impact on? Your kids, yourself, your pets, your health, your sleep quality, like all these things that you maybe had put on the back burner for whatever reason. Like right now, it might be a time to kind of reevaluate and maybe focus on some things that you aren't so good at, and learn to kind of prove to yourself that you can do some things that you might have kind of been beating yourself up for not doing, So yeah, that's the TED Talk from Sarah.
Yay.
For what day is it?
I don't even know.
It's Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I know I ramble, but hopefully my point gets across there.
Yeah, people need to hear some realness,
Let's close it out
some
with a little
positivity.
It's the Daily Bobins.
Lori said hi.
Oh, Lori.
And
I miss
Clarence
Lori.
said, "Love you, woman."
Clarence, what's up? Love you guys.
Bobins. Oh, Rochelle. Cool
Oh.
thing. There's so many cool classes and opportunities that
Seriously.
would normally not exist that we
Right.
can do now. These things didn't exist 2 weeks ago.
Every trainer that I know of has had to shift and do things different. Which again, for those of us that have been doing this a longer amount of time, I feel like it's easier. For those who are newer, it's going to be really hard. But like with my Zoom group workouts and training, I do charge for that. It is, training. I'm upfront with that. But there's a lot of free stuff out there too, for y'all to take advantage of. And also too, there was somebody, this isn't my thought, it was another trainer. Maybe it was Tara Busker. I think it was Tara. She did a live the other day, which I appreciated. But yeah, there's all these free things out there for y'all right now to take advantage of. You might be currently working with a trainer in person, and during this time, like, you're unable to, or if they're not doing live or whatever, but you're also able to shop the market, so to speak. So check out what other people are offering, and you might find somebody that you click with better. You know what I mean? Like, I have no problem like saying that, because that's what I've always told people about hiring a trainer, is that it's, caveat emptor, buyer beware. Like, you should interview the trainer before you plunk your money down. Like, find out if they resonate with you, if your personalities click, if you like the way that they do stuff, if you like them as a person. Like, so right now there's all these things available for free. Everyone's doing, I didn't do Facebook Lives before this, but I felt like excited to do it,
Why not?
So reaching out to people and like putting yourself out there is one thing, but then also too, on the consumer side of things, you've got the opportunity to, like I said, shop the market.
Yeah, and try new things.
Yeah, try new things. Like,
Why
I need to
not?
be doing yoga.
Yeah.
So
Parish
now's the
Pilates.
time. Oh, Rochelle, yeah.
Shout out.
You'd be checking out Rochelle's virtual sessions with Parish Pilates and Yoga, Rochelle Hill. So.
Oh, you have to kiss Bobo for Lori.
Oh, okay. Oh, Bobo. Ooh.
Oh,
Sorry.
Drop the Bobo.
Oh, that would be terrible. Big kiss. Lots of big stinky kisses.
Oh.
So yeah.
I think he's really why people tune in.
Yeah, and that's why Bobo is a huge reason of why people, I think, come here to train with me. They love Bobo more than they love me, but like,
All the hearts.
But yeah, like we're all in this boat together.
It's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be okay. I'll say that over and over again.
Be adaptable.
But we adapt, we're strong, we're resilient. Lean on the people that you love and that love you. Reach out to people that maybe you haven't talked to in a while. And like, I think just like with Rochelle FaceTiming us yesterday, like connecting with people. And I'm not a big person that's like years ago, I was like obsessed with social media and overposted and all that. Like, I got away from that. I see that there's like bad things about social media and what it does to people in society. But at the same time, like, I'm kind of going, right now is a time where we're needing it more than ever to connect, or like just FaceTiming and just reaching out. So, we got to lean on each other.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes. No.
Yeah,
Hearts.
so sign out.
All right.
All right, y'all be good.
Love
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.